Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a long time from the last video that I made. See, the thing is, I really don't have the time or the energy to make two videos for two channels. The other channel called the Shadow Alliance, it's a Chinese channel. It's also about photography. A lot of things are happening over there because it is, after all, it is a community because we'll be having a second photo exhibition in this year in June. It's about street photography, and we have invited 14 individuals to participate in this whole exhibition thing. You don't have to be a master, you don't have to be a well known individual. We welcome everyone. The underlying message is to encourage people to go out and shoot and curate your own work and then print it. You will probably like print 6 or 7 images. Those 6 images, they have to be, well, you have to be able to tell a story, in a coherent way. This is a pretty difficult task compared to just simply buying a camera, like choosing between, I don't know, a Sony camera versus a Leica. Personally, I prefer someone who's completely unknown. A beginner, for example. The reason being is I want to learn how to promote. Okay, promoting. It's too big of a word. It's more like, how do you attract people even if you are not well known? Say, for example, you run a used camera shop. You are not selling the well-known brands such as a Leica or Sony. You are selling some unknown camera maker. How do you go around attracting people to come over to your shop and buy your cameras? So this is a challenge that I want to take up regarding this photo exhibition. I'm not sure that NFT is still a big thing. Like, all right, I guess all the well-known people are doing the NFT and selling it at a really marked up price. I guess like everyone could make NFT, right, and sell it for whatever price that he or she said. Say, for example, $10. But the question is, how do you flip it from $10 to, say, $1,000? How? This is the part that I find it the most interesting, and I'm pretty bad at promoting stuff. I mean, take for example our Instagram account. I should be promoting like camera straps, guys. This is an awesome camera strap. This is etc. etc. But like, I prefer not to. I prefer to share my photos instead. I'm not sure this is a good business strategy, but at least I'm having fun because I enjoy taking photos rather than selling straps. Yeah, man, I don't know whether I should be saying this, but it is true. How's business for us? Well, business is pretty bad for the last few years. I mean, really bad. With the lockdown, with the trade war between U.S. and China, and plus the war over in Russia. Yeah, so business is bad. But then again, we've been around for like more than 10 years now, basically selling the same old braided straps. I mean, it is getting kind of old. We should be developing new straps. But then again, I think camera strap, the industry, it's, I don't know. I don't find it too sexy anymore. So instead of continuing to explore the various designs and all that, what we should be doing is another product completely separate from the camera strap, and then create some sort of a synergy. But the thing is, building a new product from a whole new concept will take time and a bit of capital investment, which I think I'm too old for doing it. I just don't have the desire, the burning desire, the burning need to prove myself anymore. And maybe I'm getting old because I don't want to work anymore. I want to have an early retirement. I don't know if this is a good idea. Personally, I am gradually slowing down with the business side of it and focusing more on a personal development. For example, I would go out, go over to the park to practice yoga. Yeah. So this is what well, this is why I bought this the Sony FX30. It's nice and small. All right. By comparison, this Black Magic, the one that I'm using right now to film this video, this guy's huge and it's clumsy. It's bulky. It's got cables all over. So it's not a good running gun. I was using the GH4 for well, I mean since day one, but yeah, it's getting old. So initially, I was debating between a GH6 and a Sony FX30, and finally I picked this one because of the autofocus. Technically, I should be getting that 15 millimeter 1.4 from Sony. It's nice and compact, and it's got a really kick-ass autofocus. The only thing is, I really enjoy using anamorphic lenses, which I'm using right now is a Series 50 1.8. Like I say, like 95% of the time, I don't need autofocus. The Series would be a top choice. I believe like Laowa is coming up with an anamorphic lens as well. Yeah, I've seen a couple of videos on it. I think I liked what I see, so I might be getting that instead. I don't know. There's so many things I want to get. The Laowa versus the Series. I might end up getting the Sony 15 1.4 instead. I mean, it is pretty practical having autofocus. That's the whole point of me getting the FX30. The new DJI, the RS, the gimbal thingy, the tiny one is the weight is less than a kg. It's nice and compact. And it's mighty strong as well. I think that's a good buy as well. It'll be a good combination with this camera here. And also I've got this whatchamacallit. This is a variable ND filter which I need. I'm using this is a Leica lens, the Summicron. I like to shoot it wide open of myself doing yoga, and even though it's early in the morning, it's still really quite bright. All right, so another one, I do need to have an ND filter to reduce light coming into the sensor. This is the aperture LED thingy here. This is a pretty decent light, I think. But I think it's got too greedy, and I bought the longest one. I should be getting that a lot smaller one. And another thing is that it does get heat up, especially if you blast it out in full power. It gets pretty hot, and it gets hot fast. Luckily, I do not use it in full power. This is only 20%, 20%. I've got this monitor arm as well from Ergotron, the Ergotron Alex. It's pretty good. It goes so well with this 24-inch LG monitor. The M1, the Apple M1 Studio, it's fantastic. I've just recently got another laptop, which is an M2. Well, I don't really see the difference between an M1 and an M2. They are all pretty darn powerful for video editing and all that. The thing is, I don't really see any noticeable differences between the two, so I don't know. See, if all these like new accessories that I've got recently, I think I like this monitor arm the best. It's so useful. It's nice and sturdy. It's really nice to be able to move the screen around. So this 24-inch, it's somewhat small, but then after a while, I'm so used to it right now. I think like 24 inches is perfectly fine. So yeah, this is the final setup that I have. It's kind of messy because yeah, I've got. Oh, and another thing is I recently opened a yoga studio. I'm not teaching any yoga classes. Common is I suck at. I am not a qualified yoga instructor. Common is. We never thought of running a studio. It's the studio, it's really nearby. It's just a minute walk from where we live. Well, I guess this is the reason why we rented the place. But otherwise, there's no way we would operate a yoga studio. It's just like any other businesses. you will be facing a lot of competition and challenges and copycats and etc etc. But anyway, I should be doing the inexpensive Leica the series because I've taken numerous of photos, but I just couldn't be bothered to compile them together and turn it into a video. Yeah, for my next video, I shall continue making this inexpensive Leica series. Yeah, same strap, same old strap. Now, if you guys are interested in checking out the straps, I'll put the link below. So go check it out. All right, guys, that's about it for this episode. I will talk to you guys later.